Welcome the rare gems. Life isn't a fairy tale, and not everyone has the courage to face the brutal realities of it. But you, as a Sigma female, are different. You've walked paths most wouldn't dare, seen truths most choose to ignore, and embraced lessons others run from. It's not because you're cold or unfeeling. It's because you value clarity over comfort and growth over illusions. Being a Sigma female means standing strong in a world that often tries to mold you into something you're not. You've learned that true strength isn't loud. It's quiet, resilient, and unapologetically authentic. You see the world for what it is, and while that might feel isolating at times, it's also your superpower. This video dives deep into the 10 harsh truths you've come to understand, truths that set you apart from the crowd. By accepting these realities, you've become unstoppable. Stay tuned to discover why these truths matter and how they shape the fearless, unshakable woman you are. Watch till the end. You won't want to miss this. Stay tuned and let's dive in. Number 1. Happiness is a byproduct, not a goal. Happiness is one of the most misunderstood pursuits in life. People spend their days chasing it as if it's a destination, something to reach, claim, and hold on to forever. But Sigma females know better. You've likely realized that happiness, when treated as a goal, becomes elusive. The harder you chase it, the more it slips away, leaving you frustrated and empty. That's because happiness isn't something you can hunt down or manufacture on demand. It's a byproduct, a natural outcome of living with purpose, integrity, and alignment. Sigma females understand that true fulfillment comes from growth, not from chasing fleeting moments of joy. Life isn't always going to be pretty, comfortable, or easy, and trying to force happiness into every moment is unrealistic. Instead, you focus on becoming stronger, wiser, and more self-aware. You know that when you push through challenges, learn from failures, and stay true to yourself, a deeper sense of contentment will follow naturally. It's not instant, and it's certainly not always pleasant, but it's real, lasting, and worth the effort. While others burn themselves out trying to cling to temporary highs, you prioritize progress. You understand that meaningful moments, true happiness, come when you least expect them, after you've overcome a struggle, achieved something meaningful, or simply lived authentically. This perspective doesn't just set you apart, it shields you from the emptiness that so many feel when their pursuit of happiness leaves them lost. So while the world tells you to do what makes you happy, you know that the better path is to do what challenges you, grows you, and fulfills you. Happiness will come on its own when you focus on living a life that matters, and that's a truth only a Sigma female can truly embrace. Number 2. Not everyone deserves forgiveness. Forgiveness is often painted as the ultimate virtue, a sign of strength and grace. But Sigma females know a deeper truth. Not everyone deserves forgiveness. While forgiving someone might bring you inner peace, it doesn't erase what they've done or mean they deserve a place in your life again. Some betrayals are so deep, so deliberate, that they're not wounds to be healed, but lessons to be learned. Sigma females have the wisdom to distinguish between those who made an honest mistake and those who showed their true colors. When someone crosses a line that can't be uncrossed, forgiveness isn't about letting them back in. It's about letting go of the hold they have over you. You refuse to carry the weight of resentment, but you're not naive enough to hand out second chances where they're not earned. You've likely experienced moments where someone's apology felt hollow, where their remorse was more about their guilt than your well-being. As a Sigma female, you see through this. You know that forgiving someone doesn't erase their accountability. It doesn't mean you forget, and it certainly doesn't mean you trust them again. This isn't about bitterness, it's about self-respect. You've learned that protecting your peace and energy sometimes means shutting doors and walking away for good. Some relationships aren't meant to be salvaged, and some betrayals are warnings, not mistakes. By understanding this, you've freed yourself from the trap of obligatory forgiveness. In a world that pressures people to forgive and forget, you stand firm. You forgive for your own freedom, but you don't hand out access to your life carelessly. That's a strength many lack, and one that makes you a Sigma female in every sense. Number 3. Peace is priceless, even if it costs relationships. Peace is something many take for granted until it's gone. For a Sigma female, it's not just a nice to have, it's non-negotiable. You've come to understand that no relationship, no matter how long or deep, is worth sacrificing your inner peace. If someone or something consistently disrupts your balance, you won't hesitate to walk away. It's not because you're cold or indifferent. It's because you value yourself enough to protect your mental and emotional well-being. Toxic people and environments can creep into your life subtly, draining your energy and distorting your perspective. They come in the form of manipulative friends, overbearing family members, or workplaces that thrive on chaos. Many people put up with these situations out of obligation, guilt, or fear of being alone. But you know better. You've learned that keeping such connections comes at too high a price: your peace of mind, your growth, and your happiness. Choosing peace doesn't mean you avoid challenges or disagreements. It means you know the difference between healthy conflict and destructive chaos. You're willing to have difficult conversations and work through problems with people who respect you. But if someone repeatedly undermines your peace, they're showing you where they belong, outside your life. Walking away isn't easy. It takes strength to set boundaries, end relationships, and distance yourself from environments that don't serve you. But as a Sigma female, you know the cost of staying is far greater than the pain of leaving. You've learned that peace isn't just the absence of conflict. It's the freedom to live authentically, without constant stress or negativity weighing you down. So while others cling to toxic ties out of fear or habit, you choose peace every time. And in doing so, you create space for the right people and opportunities to enter your life. Number 4. The world owes you nothing. Life can be unfair, but Sigma females don't waste time waiting for the world to hand them a better deal. You've accepted one of the harshest truths early on. The world owes you nothing. Complaining or playing the victim doesn't change circumstances, it just keeps you stuck. You understand that respect, success, and progress must be earned, and that mindset sets you apart. This isn't about being cynical, it's about being realistic. Sigma females don't waste energy resenting what they lack or envying what others have. Instead, you focus on what you can control: your actions, decisions, and growth. You've realized that entitlement is a trap. Expecting the world to cater to you only leads to disappointment and stagnation, while taking ownership of your life opens up possibilities. You're not afraid of hard work, and you don't shy away from challenges. You know that every success you achieve is a result of your effort and resilience, not because the universe decided to be kind. This perspective keeps you grounded and self-reliant, even when life throws curveballs. It also means you don't tolerate exploitation. You're keenly aware of your worth, and while you're willing to earn your place, you won't let anyone take advantage of your effort or generosity. You draw firm boundaries, making it clear that respect is a two-way street. While others waste time complaining or waiting for fairness, you take action. You adapt, push forward, and carve your own path. This mindset not only helps you survive, but thrive in a world that often rewards initiative over expectation. And because of this, you don't just live, you lead, showing others what it means to take control of their own destiny. Number 5. You can't save everyone. Sigma females understand a hard truth: you can't save everyone. It's tempting to want to help those in need, to fix broken situations or people. But you've realized that not everyone is open to change or growth. There's only so much energy you can give before it becomes draining, especially when you're offering it to those who refuse to help themselves. Trying to save people who are content with their victimhood or stuck in their own destructive patterns only leads to frustration and exhaustion. You've been there, investing your time, emotions, and resources into people who seemed like they needed help, only to watch them stay stuck or even sabotage their own progress. It's disheartening, but over time you've learned that your energy is precious, and it's far more effective when directed toward those who are willing to make the effort to help themselves. Sigma females aren't cold-hearted. In fact, you are deeply empathetic. But you've realized that you can't be everyone's savior. You can offer support, advice, and encouragement, but ultimately, The choice to change has to come from the other person. If they're not ready to grow, no amount of intervention on your part will make a difference. Your focus has shifted. Now you prioritize your energy on those who are actively seeking growth and improvement. You surround yourself with individuals who are willing to put in the work, people who inspire you as much as you inspire them. This isn't about being selfish. It's about protecting your own mental and emotional well-being, ensuring that you're not constantly pouring from an empty cup. By acknowledging that you can't save everyone, you empower yourself to make a greater impact where it counts. You've stopped wasting energy on the unchangeable, choosing instead to invest in what's truly worth your time, those who are ready to rise with you. We appreciate you, rare gems, for being a treasured subscriber. Your consistent support is vital to us and fuels our passion for delivering meaningful content. Thank you for your engagement and encouragement. Number 6. Being kind will not always be rewarded. Kindness is one of the most underrated strengths, but Sigma females know a harsh truth: it won't always be rewarded. In fact, it's often misunderstood or, worse, exploited. Some people mistake kindness for weakness, assuming it gives them a free pass to take advantage. That's where Sigma females stand out. They are kind, but never naive. You know the value of treating others with respect and empathy, but you've also learned the hard way that not everyone deserves your kindness. Some people will take and take, offering nothing in return. Others will test your limits, assuming your good nature means you'll tolerate anything. But as a Sigma female, you don't let kindness become a liability. You've mastered the art of drawing firm boundaries and holding them without apology. Your kindness is intentional, not automatic. You don't offer it blindly to anyone who crosses your path. Instead, you reserve it for those who reciprocate, respect you, and don't take your generosity for granted. This doesn't make you cold or unkind. It makes you wise. You've seen how unchecked kindness can lead to burnout, resentment, and a sense of being used, and you refuse to let that happen. Being kind is a choice, not an obligation. And while you might not always receive gratitude or recognition for it, you're okay with that because your kindness comes from a place of strength, not a need for validation. Still, you never hesitate to cut off those who try to abuse it. By understanding this balance, you stay true to your values without compromising your peace or self-respect. That's the power of a Sigma female. Kindness with a backbone, generosity with discernment, and a heart that remains open but protected. Number 7. Most people fear change more than failure. Most people fear change more than they fear failure. It's easier to stay stuck in a comfortable routine, even if it's far from fulfilling, than to face the unknown that comes with growth. But Sigma females are different. You understand that true progress is born out of discomfort, and growth often requires stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing change, something most people shy away from. You've seen it countless times. People complain about their situations, yet they resist change because it's unfamiliar or frightening. They cling to mediocrity because it feels safe, even though it keeps them stagnant. The fear of failure is often tied to this resistance to change. People would rather play it safe, even if it means settling for less, than risk the pain and uncertainty of trying something new. But you're not like that. Sigma females embrace the discomfort that comes with transformation. You understand that failure isn't the end. It's part of the process of becoming something greater. You know that the only way to grow is by taking risks and challenging yourself. You don't let the fear of change hold you back because you've learned that the biggest obstacle to success is not failure, but the unwillingness to change and adapt. This mindset makes you a trailblazer. While others stay stuck in the same routine, you're out there pushing boundaries, evolving, and becoming the best version of yourself. You know that change may be uncomfortable, but it's also necessary for progress. And that's why, while most people stay frozen in their fear, you're constantly moving forward, embracing change as the catalyst for your personal growth and success. Number 8. Strength scares people. Strength has a way of unsettling people, especially those who are insecure or have controlling tendencies. For Sigma females, strength isn't just about physical prowess or accomplishments. It's an inner power that comes from being unapologetically yourself. It's about confidence, self-reliance, and not seeking validation from others. This kind of strength is intimidating because it forces people to confront their own insecurities and lack of self-assurance. You've probably encountered this dynamic time and time again. When you stand firm in your beliefs, refuse to tolerate disrespect, or make decisions based on what's best for you, some people feel threatened. They may not say it outright, but your independence and assertiveness can make them uncomfortable. It's easier for them to try to undermine you or make you feel guilty for simply existing as a strong, self-sufficient woman. But Sigma females don't apologize for their strength. You don't shrink to make others feel better. You know your worth, and you're not afraid to stand by it, even if it means alienating people. You've learned that not everyone will appreciate or understand your strength, and that's perfectly okay. The ones who matter will respect you for it, even if they don't always show it. Your strength is a reflection of your journey, your growth, and your ability to overcome obstacles on your own terms. It's not for anyone else's approval, and you've learned that it's far more important to stay true to yourself than to water down your power to fit someone else's comfort zone. It's this unapologetic authenticity that makes you a force to be reckoned with, even if it scares a few people along the way. And in the end, that's what makes you stand apart, unshaken, unbothered, and completely yourself. Number 9, talent without discipline is worthless. Talent is often overglorified, but Sigma females know the truth. Talent without discipline is useless. Natural abilities might give you a head start, but they mean nothing if you don't put in the work to refine them. Dreams stay dreams unless you're willing to grind for them, and it's dedication, not potential, that sets real achievers apart from those who just talk about what they could do. Sigma females understand that raw talent is only the foundation. The real magic happens when you combine it with grit, focus, and relentless effort. You've likely seen people who are incredibly talented but lack the discipline to show up consistently. They might dazzle briefly, but they never go the distance because they rely too much on what comes naturally. Meanwhile, someone with less talent but more determination will always surpass them in the long run. You've embraced this principle in your own life. You don't just rely on what you're good at. You push yourself to get better. You show up even when you don't feel like it, and you stay committed even when the results take time. That's what sets you apart. You're not chasing perfection, you're building excellence one deliberate step at a time. This mindset also shapes how you view others. You're not impressed by potential alone. You value hard work, resilience, and the ability to follow through. You know that talent might open doors, but discipline keeps them open. By choosing discipline over shortcuts, you're proving that success isn't about luck or innate skill. It's about consistency and the willingness to outwork everyone else. That's what makes you unstoppable. While others burn out or coast, you keep climbing, knowing that true greatness is earned, not handed out. Number 10. People's opinions are often projections. Sigma females know that the opinions of others often say more about the person offering them than about you. Criticism is frequently a projection of someone's own fears, insecurities, or unresolved issues. When people criticize, it's often a reflection of their internal struggles, not an accurate assessment of your worth or abilities. What's important is recognizing this distinction. You've learned that other people's judgments, especially when they're harsh or unwarranted, usually have little to do with who you are and everything to do with where they're coming from. Instead of internalizing every opinion thrown your way, Sigma females filter feedback carefully. You know that not all criticism is created equal. Some feedback is valuable, it's constructive, offered with the intent to help you grow, but much of the time, the negative comments you encounter are simply noise. People who have their own insecurities or who are threatened by your confidence might project their feelings onto you, trying to pull you down in the process. You don't let it affect you. You've learned to discard the opinions of those who are unqualified to judge you. Those who haven't walked in your shoes or who are too wrapped up in their own struggles to see the bigger picture. Their words don't define your worth. Instead, you focus on feedback that truly helps you grow and ignore the rest. This ability to separate noise from meaningful advice is what allows you to remain grounded and unshaken in the face of criticism. At the end of the day, Sigma females know that their value isn't determined by the opinions of others. You're secure in who you are, and no external projection can shake that confidence. You've just heard 10 harsh truths that many people avoid facing, but Sigma females embrace them head-on. These truths aren't easy, but they're essential for understanding yourself and the world around you. You're not someone who seeks comfort in illusions or tries to please everyone. You know your worth and don't need others' approval to feel validated. You understand that real growth comes from facing discomfort and that not everyone deserves your time or energy. You've learned that people's opinions are more about them than about you, and you choose to surround yourself with what helps you grow, not what holds you back. These truths aren't just ideas. They're the foundation of your strength, independence, and authenticity. As a Sigma female, you don't settle for mediocrity and you don't back down from challenges. You know that your path may be lonely at times, but it's always authentic and true to who you are. You're here to rise, not to fit in. Remember, the world may try to tell you that you're different in a negative way, but being a Sigma female means you're ahead of the curve. You've already accepted these truths, and by doing so, you've unlocked a level of strength others can't even imagine. Thanks for watching until the end. If you resonate with these truths, keep standing strong, keep growing, and keep being unapologetically you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful insights. Take care and see you in our next video. God bless.